Yeah. Oh, good. How are you doing?
I'm well. We're having, this is our second session. We may have more because of people's schedules, and that's fine. I'm the Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. I'm Dr. Kira McCaleb, and we're really excited about Pathways. Have you heard of it before?
Not before last semester. That's when I first got the email about it.
Okay. What's your program?
I'm in chemistry.
We get a lot of science, folks. And so this is a great opportunity. It's for our undergrad, master's, and doctoral students. Thank you for turning your camera on. I
Yeah.
wasn't going to ask, but I appreciate it. It's better than talking to a black screen. No offense, Leticia and Sophia, but we know each other. So this is a great research opportunity for our students in the A&M system. This is the 17th annual Pathways Research Symposium. All the A&M system universities participate in this. And so this symposium travels from one university to another. So each year a different university hosts it. This year it's being hosted by College Station, Texas A&M, always known as the mothership. Typically, we have it in the fall each year. Because of the pandemic, we weren't sure of where we would be. And so we waited because we didn't want to hold it virtually. We wanted an in-person conference. And so we waited, and this will be our first time hosting it in the spring. But it is a 2-day conference. We function as a group. So it looks like you already submitted your information. What will happen is we'll review it, and then we will connect with all the student participants, and there's always some faculty who come and serve as judges. We will have a meeting probably in the next few weeks about the logistics and how that happens. But basically, it takes place on March 3rd and 4th, a Thursday and Friday. We all meet pretty early in the morning here, load onto a chartered bus. We travel as a group to College Station. You'll have your schedule and your itinerary. And we stay as a group throughout the day. So you will know which day you are presenting. Your science, and you're a master's student. So you will probably be doing a poster session.
Yeah, I'm doing a poster.
There you go. And we do have some doing orals, which we have our social sciences people doing orals, and our doctoral students do lightning round orals. And so, but the majority will do posters. You'll have a rubric as to what the judges are looking for in your poster. And on that Thursday, your session will probably be in the afternoon. You'll set up, you'll be ready, you'll have your poster set, we'll help you set up if needed, and then we'll go around. Have you presented at a poster session before? Okay, so this is a great opportunity to do that. Some people don't like poster sessions. I love them. I just love them because they are a great way to network. It's also my very first solo publication was generated from research that I was presenting in the poster session, because a lot of us are on editorial boards for different disciplines, and they go, and it's a chance for them to talk to people presenting their research, and you get invited to present or to put in a paper or submit a manuscript. So it's a nice way to make connections.
Yeah.
You stand at your poster. You may have business cards or information with your name so people can follow up with you. And you just have a conversation with them, and the time goes by incredibly fast. When you are not presenting that day, you are welcome to go and look at other people's research. There will be a section where all the universities will have recruitment tables and information about themselves presented. And also A&M College Station will have a series of activities and events, like touring their campus, meeting with other students, getting to know, the area a little bit better, and you are welcome to participate in that. Typically, on that evening, we have dinner with the hosting college, which will be College Station A&M, and they'll have a dinner and they'll have speakers and some type of entertainment, and then we will all go back to our hotels. We are going to stay in the convention center on the A&M campus because I thought it would be very nice to stay very close to where people are presenting so that we can walk wherever we want to go, and students don't have to worry about needing a bus to travel here or there. But we stay together. We stay in the hotel. We'll all go over the next day. We'll have our meals together. The next day is a shortened day in which there's presentations, and then usually a box lunch, or you'll have funds for lunch. And then there's the award ceremony around 1 or 2. And then we all load back on the bus and we come back here.
Okay.
We cover the travel and meals that are not always already provided, and lodging. So it really shouldn't be much expense to you.
Okay.
And also we'll help to kind of, if you want help putting your poster together, or if you're not sure something should go somewhere, we can certainly help with that. Most of the disciplines, however, have a specific format that they like their students to follow, and I know that sciences do. So you may want to adhere to that, because chances are your particular judges will be in the sciences. And the judges are usually faculty, deans, and other administrators from all of the A&M campuses.
Okay.
Do you have any questions so far?
So far I don't know. Seems like everything's pretty much covered.
Well, we have a couple new folks that joined us a little bit late, but we're glad you're here. Do you have any questions so far? Ephraim or James? Okay, I'm going to take that as a no. But if you do, jump in. Not yet. Thanks, James. Okay, so we have taken other groups, other years, and people really like it. For folks that have a great deal of presenting under their belt, this is another great opportunity to showcase their research and hone their presentation skills. It's also a nice way to network and get to know your colleagues. So for you, Alexis, it might be your colleagues in chemistry from different universities in the A&M system. It might be a chance to shop for doctoral programs in the A&M system, or to meet people that might be ones you might want to conduct research with at some point. For people that are relatively new, it's a nice starting conference. You get very good feedback. It's very supportive. We do everything as a group. All the schools stay together. So you're not on your own. And so you kind of get your feet into that professional presenting world in a more supported environment. It's also, I don't know if you know about our 3MT competition, which I know Leticia will be plugging a little bit later on, but it is a thesis competition that students present their research within 3 minutes, and that will be in April. So a lot of our students that attend Pathways We'll also present their research in April for the
Mhm.
3MT. And that's also a nice way to kind of compete and get to know others. It also has some nice travel funds attached to it.
Mhm. Okay.
And I can jump in
Go ahead.
real quick just to give some basics. So for those that are submitting, our deadline, of course, is this Friday. And then we will do a quick review and let everybody know. And then more than likely sometime the first week, or second week of February, take that back, that week of February 7th, we will schedule an online meeting with everybody who's going to be going so that we can go through just some basic information. We have travel forms for everybody to do, talk about if anybody needs help putting together the posters, getting them created. We'll do all of that stuff in early February, and then we'll have a follow-up one the week before we leave, but that one will be in person because then we'll actually provide details in paper packets, things of that nature that you'll need with you for the travel. And so we'll do that the week of the 21st, but everybody selected will get emails from me with doodle polls so that we can try to coordinate meeting times and things of that nature. So you'll be hearing from me pretty quickly. We have to get stuff into College Station on by the 7th. And so once College Station has that, then they also communicate with you with some additional information, especially about their online app that they're going to be posting your stuff into. So after we submit, you might get some communications from College Station also. But for the most part, most of the communication will either come from myself, Sophia, or the dean. Then pretty much our hotels are taken care of, like the dean said, bus is taken care of. We'll go through a list of what to bring, what to have ready with you, stuff like that. That'll be part of our first meeting with the group on what to have ready for this trip. But in the meantime, if y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. So we're excited. We're excited. We like to go and we like to watch y'all and talk to y'all and see what y'all's interests are and stuff like that. And then, of course, those of y'all that are doing a thesis, we have our 3MT, like the dean said, that happens in April, and it's a competition here on campus. And there's some prize money in that. And so everybody will be getting an email from me about 3MT as well pretty soon. That one's fun too. Or at least it's fun for us that are sitting in the audience. Are there any questions or anything else we can help answer? I know, Alexis, we have your stuff already, so you should be good. You should be good to go in your submission.
Mhm.
It is a very quick trip.
Yeah.
We head out on Thursday. Really, by Thursday night, people are exhausted. They usually cannot wait to get back to the hotel and go to sleep. They're just very tired because it's been a long day. And then on Friday, we get back here in the early evening and people are pretty wiped out. But the feedback has been great. I still hear from the first cohort of students that went that it was a really good experience for them and they just really enjoyed it. We missed it last year. We didn't do it because we were hoping that COVID-19 would settle down a little bit from fall to spring. And then we just did not want to do this virtually. So we are hoping that all is well, and we are planning on having it this spring, but we'll also be doing appropriate safety precautions, and we'll encourage all our students and staff to do so as well. Masking and as much social distance as possible, which I know is not quite sure how we do that on a charter bus, but we'll see what we can do. But just making sure that people are comfortable.
Mhm. And real quickly on, if you looked at a College Station campus map, our hotel is directly across the street. So most of the events are taking place at Kyle Fields, which is across the sidewalk, and then at the Student Center, which is also across the sidewalk. And so, you know, it's going to be very easy for us to get from place to place. You know, we're not going to have to worry about getting on the bus multiple times. Like the dean said, it's going to be a very walkable conference and compared to some other things that we've done.
And that's pretty much it on Pathways. It's pretty quick and it's a pretty scripted out conference. Alexis or James, any questions?
I'm just assuming because of the whole COVID situation that everybody going just like gets their own room.
At this point, we have everyone going, will have their own room.
Okay, I kind of figured with the COVID social distancing.
Which is not always the case, but
Yeah.
yes.
This time, yes. At the moment, yes.
Okay, and it sounds like James is good to go. Okay.
All right.
Leticia or Sophia, anything other to add?
I don't think so. Real quickly, James, if you're interested, just a reminder, our deadline for submission is this Friday, the 28th. But if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me and we can talk about those. But just a reminder, submission would be this Friday. You can email your abstract directly to my email address, and I'll put that in the chat message real quick if you need it. You probably already have it because you've probably received multiple emails from me at this point. So, but I've thrown it in there. If you're considering putting in, just make sure you get your stuff in by Friday, even if it's Friday midnight, that's fine. It's not a problem, or contact me if you're having some difficulties.
Wonderful. Well, if either of you do have questions or you have colleagues that have questions, have them get in touch with us. And our next step is to review the submissions that will be coming in by Friday. We'll review them next week, and then we will be getting back to you. Okay. All right. Please, again, don't hesitate to contact us should you have any questions. And we look forward to meeting you soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.